I was in a meeting. Um, and then I got stopped. There was a guy waiting on me outside of Suka, and it was just a really, really cool encourager. And so just kind of showed you kind of people you have that support this program. And so really appreciate it. I don't know the guy from anything, but he just wanted to make sure he touched base with me today. So I thought that was really cool.
After the game on Saturday night, you were specifically talking about the defense, about if you can't fix it now, you fix it when the opportunity comes. That kind of felt maybe like a larger commentary. Was it? And I guess what you mean by
yeah, just we gotta figure out ways to get our mental and physical toughness back, and that's the biggest thing I was saying by that. I mean, if you watch the tape, the guys will tell you. I mean, we showed 16 poor defensive clips. That it was mistake after mistake after mistake, and just simple things to where it's just so many easy baskets. And so, but we've got to have attention to detail. We got to compete the right way, and because this is a stretch of games going down the stretch, we can, our guys know we have a chance to put a good string together if we play the right way, like we have. Texas, Oklahoma here, Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Some games like that, and so. But that's just more for what the areas we've got to get better in, going forward, to be able to get down 8 and be able to fight back and get back in the game, because if you watch the first 12 minutes against Tech, I mean, we were really good. I mean, we scored, really well, competed on a lot of the possessions defensive. They made a couple tough plays, but then we missed some free throws, and it goes from 21-18 to 28-22, and then it's 35-27. It's a tough shot, and then it kind of got out of hand from there.
But it sounded, I guess, so when I heard you say that, I thought maybe you were talking off-season, but it doesn't sound like that was how you meant it.
Yeah, no. That's
okay.
Yeah, you kind of reestablishing off-season. I mean, we got to do, like, today's practice will be kind of like a preseason practice from a standpoint of, like, obviously we're not going to be out there 2.5 hours, but from an hour of more just going back to, the groundwork or the foundation of building your defensive fundamentals, and but in a 4 to 5 week period, I don't know how you're going to get the true gain. You know what I mean? And so it means we're going to change practice formats for the rest of the year. To really get that kind of try to reinvent that or kind of lay the foundation again. But I think most of that stuff's got to come, and through the spring, through the summer, and get that toughness level back.
Go back over the encourager. That was neat.
Yeah, I don't. He felt it like he wanted to visit, and so I said I had media, I had to get over here, and but it was cool.
You?
Huh?
And we don't encourage you to.
You don't. John does, but you don't. And don't take that personal, but but yeah, it was just it was really cool.
What did he say?
Just about that you get so that we've had obviously a lot of great success here, and you get so caught up in winning sometimes, and just continue to try to grow men, grow these guys into great men, and continue to be a great role model and ambassador for the school and the university, and continue to be faithful. And so I thought it was really cool. And so, like I said, I've never seen him, but he was just kind of, hanging out. And so it was cool.
What do you want to do against TCU the second time around here?
They played really well against West Virginia. It was a great win for them because they had kind of been struggling a little bit. I think they were 1-7, or what are they, two out of their last 9, and so that was a big win for them. And so, our biggest thing is we got to do a great job defensively against Bain, and then ball screen defense. Those are the transition defense. Those are the 3 biggest keys: transition D, Bain, and ball screen defense. So we got to be great in that area, and then we've got to do a good job in how we want to attack Samuel. From an offensive standpoint. And, I mean, that's really those are the biggest keys to the game right there. But it really starts with Bain, ball screen defense, and transition defense. It's a big game for us if we can get this game. Obviously, you got a lot of confidence going into Oklahoma State. and they play tonight, but they're a team that's been playing well of late. And so this is a big one for us tomorrow, and we got to be ready to go. And the guys were good. We watched tape yesterday and did some skill workouts, and we'll practice today at 3 and for about an hour, and then we'll get ready.
What's Javen? What can he bring next season?
He brings a lot of versatility. He's a guy who's playing the point guard on the second team right now, or the kind of the gray squad. But really an interchangeable guy, can switch ball screens, can guard a 1 through 4, can play small ball 4, kind of point forward, but can really pass and make plays and can stretch the defense. But he's got great size and length. Got to have another good summer, strength and skill. But he's a 6'6" guy that can really help us, I think, on both ends. But his passing, he can really pass. He can really make plays offensively.
You said you're changing the format of practice. What does it kind of look like a little bit more now?
Yeah, and when I say that, I mean we're just going to do some more fundamental stuff. That's what I mean by that. It just kind of go back to some of the fundamental foundation building pieces, to where really going on technique, really going on effort and the way we compete, and not get so caught up in the opponent. Like I'm kind of like, forget TCU today. We'll go through all their stuff, obviously, and do tape and all that stuff that you're going to do to prep, but actually practicing just what we need to do to get better. And that's what I mean by that, and just really focusing on that.
Coach, I know you've talked about sometimes how bad offense leads to issues on defense. Is that kind of what happened Saturday? Kind of quick shots, shot selection, and they get going in transition, and the defense
we gave up so many easy baskets in the first half. I mean, it just kills you, And then Kyler Edwards made 2 tough shots. I mean, he made the one on Solomon, the one on Mike. I mean, those 2 tough ones. But it's all the little ones, the layups, the transition defense ones that, man, those are the killers. And so, I mean, when we ran good offense, I mean, we had 35, and like I said, if you chart the game, we didn't shoot it well from the free throw line the first half. We didn't shoot it well from the field, and we had 35, and they're elite defensively. I mean, elite. And so, but we just couldn't sustain our defensive effort, couldn't get the stops, and then you can't, like I said, against them especially, you just can't let bad offense, and that's why we got to make sure we get a good shot every time down and run good offense. And if you're going to turn it over, you'd rather have dead ball turnovers than live ball turnovers, so where you can at least get your defensive set.
When a team is not playing for what they probably thought they'd be playing for in late February, sometimes you can see them, but they're just playing out the string. Not that that's what's going on with you guys, but how much time do you think about or try to guard against that these last few weeks?
Yeah, I think I talked to them about that yesterday, and I'll meet with Prentice and Mike today and try to encourage and challenge them a little bit. Because next week's senior day, and like I said, my 2 favorite days, alumni reunion weekend and senior day. I think that's when you really showcase your program and represent your program in a lot of different ways. But, our goal was in the back 9 to have a winning record. And I talked to them about that again last night. And then I also just talked to them about, man, let's just let it rip, man. Let's just be a heck of a lot more aggressive. We got nothing to lose from that standpoint, and be free, but just play the right way. And hopefully we can do that. And like I said, it's Texas Tech and Kansas. Those are kind of in stretches we were good. It's just been our thing is sustaining those stretches. I mean, and again, but it's on the defensive end. I know everybody loves to talk offense, and I like to talk it too, but the defensive end of the floor, the first half in both those games, just not very good. And it's a lot of stuff is so fixable, and that's what's probably the most frustrating thing from everybody's part. Anything else? I'm going to read one quick thing, man. My wife sent me this. I thought this was really cool. This may encourage you here, Randy.
Thank you.
It says, terrible day, not a terrible life. Hard season, but a beautiful story. Awful chapter, but an amazing book. Perspective is everything. The day Jesus died was the worst and best day in history. It looked like death, but it gave me life. Your mess matters. And so I thought that was really cool. So I shared that with a lot of people. So go Cyclones.